More Wyatt 6 shenanigans, Andrew Hodkinson.
More?
Even more, yum, yum, yum. He took over the WWE WhatsApp channel the other night, sharing some photos. And in those photos, he teased doing something else on Twitch. And boy, howdy, did Uncle Howdy do things on Twitch last night.
He sure did. So a staticky video burst to life on WWE's Twitch stream with shots of the Pluto symbol, a raven, a cartoon skull, and crossbones. When the video settled, we watched a mystery hand writing a note on a piece of paper saying, "It is never easy to feel loss. You have lost too much already. You deserve to be set free. I know you're angry. That is okay. Let me know what that anger can do." It also goes on to write, "When you are ready to take off the blindfold, come find me. You can always wear your mask," smiley face. Ooh.
So from here, this whole Twitch stream, about 35 minutes of it in total, it seems to be, we're guessing Uncle Howdy or whoever, writing notes to deliver to members of this Wyatt faction. And you can kind of start the speculation forever on who these notes are going to based on the content of them. Mm-hmm. So that one there, when you're ready to take off the blindfold, come find me. You can always wear your mask. Screams Eric Rowan to me.
Agreed as well. I think you're absolutely right there. Yeah, for sure.
And then he took to writing another note and said, "I am so sad watching," and he crosses out watching, "seeing you look for a friend but finding none. How sad for them to miss out on someone as special as you. I have watched you stare into the abyss, hoping someone would look back. I want you to know I see you. You are seen. You are loved. Come home. Your new family awaits." He seals the envelope and writes, "Remember who you are" on it. I reckon this is Nikki Cross.
I think you might be right because of obviously everything we saw character-wise of her just like staring into the nothing, abyss. Into the abyss, into nothing. And I don't think we saw where that went, did we? I feel like she kind of just like disappeared from TV for a little while after sort of that, and nothing really ever properly came of it. So yeah, I think you might be right there with the Nikki Cross stuff. It also goes on. The mystery person, he wraps his hands in black tape and he carries on writing the notes and goes on to say, "You had a family, you had friends, you did your best. They revealed themselves to be liars." And he ends up circling the word liars in a ridiculously aggressive manner and screwing up the paper. The next note then goes on to say, "Your family betrayed you. You deserve better. You're accepted just as you are. Come to me and I will make you brand new. I will set you free. Be a real family. We can be a real family." He then seals it in an envelope and labels it, "Remember who you are once again." Now, I think that this one might be related to Dexter Lumis.
Oh.
In terms of the family stuff, obviously we had The Way, Johnny Gargano now off doing his stuff with Tommaso Ciampa, with DIY, Austin Theory, one of the WWE Tag Team Champions alongside Grayson Waller. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, they're off doing their little heel thing at the moment. It's all split off into different pieces. And sort of Dexter Lumis also just disappeared from TV for a long time as well, didn't he?
He's re-emerged recently, sporting a lovely beard.
Great big bushy beard.
Bushy beard. So it could potentially be Dexter Lumis. He'd be a great fit for that. And
yes.
You also mentioned that the black tape could be
like his
could be some symbolism
his gloves, because he used to wear those like driver golf gloves sort of things, didn't he?
Driving gloves.
Anyway, moving on from that, we had another note as well that said, "You had followers and they betrayed you. They turned their backs on you, and when you were all alone, asking for help, asking for love, asking for someone, anyone to notice you, they all did nothing. I will give you a family. Let's teach them consequences," smiley face. Pops that in an envelope as well. "Remember who you are." As you've could be Joe Gacy.
Love is blind. The grass is always greener on the other side. I'm with the Wyatts. Joe Gacy,
yes.
Potentially.
I think that you had followers, they betrayed you. That leads me to think of, what were they called again? The Dyad? Was it the Dyad?
Oh, yeah.
It was something.
Jagger Reed and... the rest. Obviously, GYV, as they're now known, and smashing it on the independent scene. Burning Heart Wrestling coming soon. Heart Pro Wrestling coming soon. But yeah, so I know it's a shame because I know people loll on it a little bit, but I like the Joe Gacy character, like the wacky character as the camera turns upside down as he comes out and stuff like that. I like that for him. He's my kind of guy. I'd like that. I'd like to see him doing something more though, and I think this might be the more, quite potentially.
Agreed.
He then writes on a piece of paper saying, "I will see you all soon. I can't wait to meet you." And the video ends with notes being dropped off. One at a shack in the woods, which he goes through the door. We see that shot of the witch that we've seen a few times, like the woman in the long veil. But this time she points forward. It's a lie. That gave me a little jump scare when I was watching that. It was very late at night, and Alex was asleep, and I went, "Whoa!" Made me jump. That did. Made me jump. We see a door open and a man with a mustache smiling as the video ends. Now you can look at the smile, the tash, the placement of the teeth. Bo Dallas.
It looks very much like Bo Dallas's tash and teeth.
Which suggests to me that he might not necessarily be Uncle Howdy here. He might play a more humanized version if that's his legit mouth.
Which I don't mind, to be honest, either.
Yeah.
I would quite like, I know obviously, I really do genuinely enjoy the spooky bollocks. I know a lot of people don't, but I like the idea that they're just an absolute menacing faction. Not unlike... what were they called now? The Slapjack and all that?
Retribution.
Far better. Like, obviously, just running roughshod across both brands, just like tearing people into pieces and everything like that, being really dominant. I like
Retribution
that idea.
were.
Yes, like Retribution were.
Slapjack and all that.
Do you remember when they got the chainsaw that one time?
I like the bit where they all ran into the ring and started hitting people with hammers. That was a
obviously
great
I'm not saying I want them to be like Retribution necessarily, or have a payoff like Retribution, which didn't really have much of a payoff.
Have a payoff like Retribution, i.e. no payoff.
But just be like this, like when the Nexus came in and they tore the ring apart and they were doing all this crazy stuff and everything when they were introduced on the main roster, like something like that, just something that really cements them as, oh my God, we
take a hatchet to the fourth wall.
Yeah, we should not mess with these people that they're scaring me. I want that. I would like to see that from them.
But when will they lay a little egg for RT? Now, we didn't have any QR codes yesterday that gave us any indication, but they dropped a whole bunch of coordinates, and we've listed here all the places that the coordinates go to. So if you do the honours of showing us, you don't have to read out the coordinates, because we'll be here all day.
0.8124. I think you'll find it was 0.184, Andrew, you silly Billy.
Well, let's just say
Cultaholic in the mud.
So we have Rathdrum, Idaho. We have Abilene, Texas, Ixonia, Wisconsin, Navesink, New Jersey, Erlanger, Kentucky, Ramblewood, New Jersey, Irwindale, California, Unicoi, Tennessee, and Scarborough, Ontario, Canada.
And you put all those together, and the first letters of each one, according to several sleuths online and myself, it spells out Rainarius. Now, Rainarius was a 12th century Italian preacher who was known for expelling demons. The feast day, or basically the Rainarius celebration day, is June 17th, which is the Monday after Clash at the Castle.
Oh.
And Raw is in Corpus Christi, Texas. Rainarius, a patron saint of travelers, potentially the indicator for when we will see the gang, potentially then. A lot of people are thinking maybe they turn up this weekend.
Yeah, because that's what it felt like everything was sort of going towards with all the other teasers that we've had recently. So this one almost contradicts that, unless it's just another sort of like big... Maybe it's a reveal kind of thing, but we don't necessarily see them in the flesh until June.
Possibly.
Maybe,
so we might get something on TV that is a little bit more solid in terms of what's to come.
Yeah.
Possibly. If you spotted anything in that Twitch stream last night that we didn't talk about, pop it down there and share the knowledge. And for the latest wrestling news throughout the day, you can check out cultaholic.com. Keys.
Love you, bye.